Today we're going to make crispy kale. You're going to need 1 bunch of fresh, washed, and very dry kale. If your kale has any water on it, it will not crisp properly. Olive oil, salt, and a very sharp knife. To remove the center rib from the kale, you want to slide your knife just along the leaf and the rib, pulling the kale stem toward you as you push the knife away. Turn to the other side and repeat. Pull up on the leaf and away with your knife. Once your kale is removed from its stem, pile it up in a big stack, and you just want to cut it in big, rough chunks. So maybe once across here, and again 2 inches down, and a 3rd time. So now you have big, nice chips. Transfer your kale to a sheet pan. Drizzle with olive oil. And massage the oil into the kale leaves. You want every little piece to be covered in oil. If it's not covered in oil, it won't crisp up properly and it will just burn. Once all your pieces are good and oiled, spread them out evenly. And sprinkle with kosher salt. I like chunky salt on this, better than fine salt. Some pieces are salty, other pieces are not so salty, and it just adds a little more interest to your dish. Now your kale is ready for the oven. You're going to roast it at 275 Fahrenheit, 135 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes. After 10 minutes, you'll want to stir it, making sure that you get the stuff that's in the middle flipped over and on the edge of the pan so it crisps up evenly. At around 18 minutes, you're going to want to watch it really closely because it goes from perfect green, crisp kale to brown, burnt kale, like that. So at 18 minutes, maybe even 17 minutes, depending on the heat of your oven, start checking it. After 10 minutes, pull your kale out and just give it a nice turn so that it crisps and cooks evenly. Put it back in for about 7 more minutes. After about 20 minutes, your leaves will turn dark green. Your kale will shrink by about half, and they'll get really nice and crispy. And you should be able to tell when you're stirring them with your spatula that they're starting to crunch and make this kind of wind chimey noise. And they're really delicious. I hope you enjoy.